What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, in this video here, I was bragging about how I made over £6,000 in a single week. You know, I was there splashing the cash.
Fun coupons! See that? A fun coupon!
But what I also mentioned in that video is not every week is that profitable. Now, this week has been a difficult trading week. I'm probably going to end up at break even. And I want to run you through a trade where I actually lost over £1,500 on a single trade. But still, I want to take you through that analysis, and I want to inform you, why I stuck with that trade and why I didn't exit the trade earlier when I was up around £1,000-ish. I'm also going to take you through another trade setup. So I have a setup I'm looking at for next week, which is on the dollar Swiss franc. So this can either be a swing trading opportunity, or there's also some day trading opportunities here as well. So some exciting stuff in this video. Like I said, not every week I'm going to be making £6,000. This week we're more of a break even. I have one trade currently open, but I may take you through that trade in next week's video. Now, before we get into the video, if you can do me a massive favour and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, that way you're never going to miss out on a video. I'm trying to pump out as much content as I can for you guys, so yeah, I'd really appreciate you helping the channel out. So let's jump into it. Okay, so let's start off with a losing trade that I took this week. Now, this is part and parcel of trading. I'm not going to be profitable every single trade. And any guru out there that says any differently is a complete liar. And that's probably why they're labelled as a guru. Now, here's the loss. So £1,666 on the euro dollar. Now, what I'm going to do is take you through this trade quickly. Now, this was a flag pattern setup I was looking at. And when I actually take you through the trade I have on my radar next week, this is a similar sort of setup. So I'll start off on the weekly time frame. So here we are seeing this level of rejection here, and I have this level of support here. Now, when I took this trade, we were closer to this level of resistance. I was expecting more of a significant move to the downside, which we didn't end up seeing. But this was the first level I was looking at, and then I dropped down to the daily time frame. Again, here we have this resistance zone here. So if we look here, we pushed up, acted as resistance here. We then had a move to the downside. So again, we had this move up again. Again, we did get this downwards movement, but not the actual move I was looking for in the end. And again, this is my analysis, this is my approach, and just unfortunately, this wasn't a winning trade. So yeah, this was the key level I was looking at on the daily time frame as well. Now, what I then did is I started to drill down into the 4 hour and 1 hour. Now, if we look on the 4 hour time frame, well, let's drop down to the 1 hour. It's a bit clearer on here. Again, we were stuck in this range. So price was moving sidewards. This weekly level and the daily level was struggling to make new highs. We did have a false breakout here, and then we pushed back down into the range. So the reason for entry was this level, well, this part of the range has acted as support. So I was waiting for a break of this structure level here. Because as you know, when structure has been violated, you normally tend to see a move, towards that violation of structure. In this case, it would have been a bigger move to the downside. So this was the move I was looking at. This impulse move to the downside, we took out these lows here. So as soon as that happened, so if I'd get the replay tool up quickly, I'm at this point in time now, we've violated structure. So what I'm doing now is I'm waiting for some sort of pullback to enable me to enter this trade. Now, I didn't trade the breakout of this because that is not part of this actual strategy that I trade. And then if we look here, it took the bears, so remember this is on the 1 hour time frame, it took the bears 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours to make this significant move down. And then if we look here, look at buyers struggling to gain momentum to the upside. So here you can see this move here. This is buyers struggling to gain control. So the overall picture of this move here is the bears are still in control, and this is why I was looking for short positions only. So we're continuing to grind up by the buyers. They're struggling to make any significant moves. Then what I was doing is looking for a breakout of this flag pattern here. So a flag pattern will look something like this. You have a pole, the flag, and then you have a move to the downside, and exactly the same with a bullish flag. You have the pole, the flag, and then you try and catch the move to the upside. So again, I'm here sitting here waiting for an entry. We're still grinding up by the buyers, we're still moving up, and then look, this is the candle where I got in long. We had a clear break of this trend line here. And I think if I remember correctly, I can't remember the exact coordinates, but my stop loss, it was something like this. Short position here, stop above the flag here, and then target at the last swing low. So I remember I had a wide stop loss. It was only around a 1-to-1 RR. But yeah, that was more than enough for this specific trade. And then look, we start heading in my direction. We keep going. And at this point, I think I was up around, I don't know, I think it was £800, maybe £1,000, something like that. But what I did is, I didn't move my stop to break even. I didn't take any partial profit. This is just a one in, one out trade. I want to just get my full position off at the last swing low here. And then look, we start to reverse. If you go back to my previous video that I put out the other day, this is when you just need to stick with your gun, stick with your trade. And look, if I just fast forward quickly, I ended up getting stopped out. And yep, that's just part of trading. That's what happens. Nothing I can do. So if I just exit out the replay tool, and look, we've continued to move higher. I may even think about re-entering a short position because, again, we're moving up to this key level on the weekly time frame. We could actually have probably not a double top forming at the moment, but price has already started to slow down. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with this pair for next week. I'm not going to be looking to enter any short positions now. So for now, just be patient and wait till next week, and we'll see if we break these highs or not. So if I jump to the daily, again, I'd still only be looking for short positions. Any swing trading opportunities, what you want to do is just wait for price to stall at this level here. Look for some sort of entry like a pin bar, and then again, look to trade this back down to this last swing low here. But again, be patient because nothing has formed yet. We are starting to see sellers come in. Look at all these wicks already. So yesterday, buyers tried to push price up. Sellers rejected it. Here we have a doji forming. Obviously, the day's not finished yet. So this could signify some indecision in this market. So yeah, my bias is still to look for short positions on the euro pound. Okay, so let's jump to the dollar Swiss franc. Okay, so again, starting on the weekly time frame, getting in the major support and resistance zones in. Again, we had a move down here. Big rejections. This is a key support area on the weekly time frame. Obviously, price is nowhere near there at the moment. And then on the resistance side, we have this level here, and we've seen sellers gain, quite a bit of momentum off this resistance zone here. If we also drill out a minute, again, I'll get this tool up, the parallel channel tool. We also have this descending trend line as well. So again, looking left to right, you can clearly see price is decreasing. So again, that's more confluence to only look for short positions for this pair. But again, let's start drilling down into the different time frames. So we're on the weekly at the moment. I'm then going to jump to the daily. And this is the piece of information you really need to look at for this trade setup. So again, this is the weekly resistance level. We've pushed up, it's acted as resistance, we've moved down, and here is where it's really important. So we had this level of support. This was over maybe nearly a 2-week period. We had this level of support. It was resistance in the past. So here, 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 and here. We've then broken through this support level. So now this level of structure has been violated. So again, this is signifying to me to look for short positions going into next week. So for the higher time frame setup, so this is looking at the 6 hour and above. what you can start to do is look for the retracement back into this zone here, and you'll pick up short positions here if you get the correct setup. Take profits can be potentially here as first take profit, and then potentially second take profits at this level here, so the 902 level. So let me show you why I've plotted this level in here. So if I get my fib retracement tool, if we take the last swing low to swing high, look here, this zone here, the 618 level, matches up exactly with this previous support level here. So again, we have this level of support here matches up exactly with the fib retracement level. So that's why I've marked that zone. And then for added confluence, let's say price is going to stop here and we're going to retrace from this level. What I did was I brought my fib extension tool on. So we go here, swing high to swing low. Look at this, the fib extension, so the 272 level. Now I've added this level to my fib retracement tool, so if you actually use the fib extension tool, that will look something like this. Bear with me. That looks something like this. So again, swing high to swing low, then back up. Again, here is the 1272 level, matches up exactly with the 618 level on the fib retracement. So again, let me just get the fib retracement. Can swing low to swing high. So we've got the 618 retracement level here. We've got the 272, and we've got this level of support. So, this is a great area to take profit, whether it's first take profit level or second take profit level. This is just where we expect price to head. Now we've violated this level of structure here. So swing trading opportunity, like I said, you want to look for retracements back to this level here. Now if we drop to the lower time frames, let's take a look at the 1 hour. So again, what we've seen here on the 1 hour is an impulse move down. We've violated these lows here. And again, this is just one big consolidation on the 1 hour time frame. So what you could do is, again, wait for the retracement here to this resistance level here, then look for short positions to ride it down. Or if you want to trade the breakout, let's just neaten this up. That will look something like this. You just wait for the break, take a breakout position here, and again, just start riding it back down to this take profit level here. So the 902.42 level. And again, if I jump to the 15-minute time frame, again, similar sort of setup, even on the 5-minute. Best to probably wait for structure levels to be broken before you enter into this trade. So I hope that video has been helpful. If you have any questions, please hit me up in the comments section. Remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That way you're going to be notified every single video I put out. And like I said, not been the best trading week, but look, this is part and parcel of trading. And remember, if you learn to trade the financial markets, you're going to be a very wealthy individual. Just because I've had a break-even week this week, well, I still have a trade currently live, so we'll see how that plays out. But look, you can make a lot of money. Like I said, head over to my previous video where I made £6,000 in a single week. It's pretty impressive. So yeah, I hope that's been helpful. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Cheers, guys.